with you, sir.
Yeah, so this is exclusive market fellowship where we analyze live, take live trades, and yeah, share our experiences. So today we are looking at gold, and already been looking for a reason for the setup that we want to take. So um I think we are already having the indication we are above the trend line. Price is struggling with the trend, precision support resistance line, which is the red line now. Um, this is the 1 hour time frame. So there are sellers at this zone. There are sellers sitting at this zone. So price is trying to react to those sellers. Sellers are pushing price down. And yeah, so let's see if this bullish indication we have is going to hold. Okay, we already have a bullish move that closed above the trend line. So at this point, um, we can have our entry. We can have, well, our main entry was from this blue line, a green line below here, but we can have a second entry. We can have our second entry exactly here. And that this is going to make the stop loss very big, which will be these lows, but it's still worth it. So if you are interested in taking this trade, price is reacting with this with the precision support resistance line, which is the red line now. If it goes above it or it stays above it, it's going to keep buying. Okay, and we have another counter trend line here, which is, let me make it very big. Let me make it big. Good. The counter trend line, the big line. Above it is where I am going to be holding this trade. Okay, above that, I will be holding the trade. And I'll be holding it to the next resistance or pool of liquidity here, somewhere here. Okay, so that will be my target for this trade. But I need to be above the red line, which is the PSR, and go above that counter trend line before I will be more safe. Yeah, so let's see. Let's see how it goes. If you want to take the trade on demo account, fine. But the pressure is very high right now on the market. So you have to be careful that if you don't use a big lot size, just test it with a small lot size. But know that we should be above the red line to be going up and above the counter trend line to be going up more. Good. So I was explaining to all of us that for us to have a reversal, we need to see either a double top, a double bottom, or a head and a shoulder. These are the two basic reversal patterns. Now, if we look here, I think Precious didn't get how I did it, but if you from this high here, we made a low, which is this area. Then we pulled back a little bit. We made a lower low. Then this area hit here became the neck line, which we broke, retested, and broke up again, and then dropped back to retest. See, price dropped back to the same line, okay, and then moved up to this point, which is the counter trend line. Now, the moment, and then after that, price dropped down to make us a right shoulder. Now, price goes up, drop to retest our PSR, and it's right now it's above our PSR, and it's also above this counter trend, this trend line. Above this trend line, above the other PSR above and the counter trend line up, price is going to buy. Why? Because we have a head and a shoulder pattern also. So we are above support, and we are above support, and we also have the head and the shoulder. So that's what makes this whole confluence very powerful. When you get a perfect head and a shoulder formation that is trying to play out, and you get, and that finds confluence with your PSR, precision support resistors, that is a very powerful way to get a very successful trade. So let's see again. If I want to take it from the bigger picture, we had high here, we drop, get a low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, we get a right shoulder. So we are currently at the neck line. Okay. So we are currently at the neck line again, and price is, I think we even broke it. We broke it. Okay. So from this point on, I tell you guys, if nothing happens, if nothing happens, okay, if nothing changes, gold should buy if nothing changes. Okay. There's no way this buy should be stopped by the big boys. Okay. There's no way this buy should be stopped by the big boys. So let's take advantage. Okay. There's no way it should be stopped by it's only the big boys that will put in big selling volume right now to stop this buy. Other than that, per the confluences that I'm using here, everything is aligning. Okay, so let me reduce the lines so that we can see clearly what is happening on the chart. Let me reduce the lines because we have the setup already. But our PSR needs to be big for that, for sure. Good. Another thing is also that from where the buyers were, which is below here, if we view this place as, I mean, this place was already like a support, which an order block from the daily time frame, which was broken. So if we take price from here up using the FIB, we came to crash that order block, and we have moved back, okay, above the 100%. Okay, we've moved back into the range, moved back, we've dropped back to retest, and we are above 100%. Okay, so this is a very, 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 very good place. Good, good. Okay, so we are above 100% now. Okay, so this is a very good place to keep moving. Okay, we are back into the range. From this place, at least, if we don't get anything at all, at least we must get 61.8% or probably 50%. Let's just target here for now. At least. At least. At least let's target there. So let's see how it will play out. Let's see if the big boys will not stop it. Let's go to the 30 minutes to see how things are happening. Is there any pullback now? Yes, there is, because price left a fair value gap when it made the move. So let's see if price will drop all the way in. So the sellers that were taken out, I told you guys that those sellers that were here, that were taken out, price might drop to retest them. We've seen a fair value gap above them. So if price keep pushing down, it's likely trying to fill this fair value gap. But where are we going to know that the big boys have stopped this buy from happening? If we close below this, the body of this big 30 minute candle, you see the low, the body where price took off from. If we come below and close, engulfs to close below it, then this whole buy might be in jeopardy. Okay, it might be in jeopardy until we go above it again. Until we go above it again, it will be in jeopardy for a while. Okay, until we go above it again. But right now we are above, and we only need price to tap into this fair value gap, stay above this trend line, go and stay above the red line, which is the precision support resistance, and keep moving. That's all we need in order to make this setup successful. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Anyone with any question? So this is the 30 minutes time frame now. Let's see if the current 30-minute candle will react into the fair value gap and then reject. The current 30-minute candle, we are 9 minutes into it. 9 minutes into it. So we still have a lot of minutes for that 30-minute candle to close. And the next 30-minute candle might be, yeah, might be our confirmation of our breakout. Um, okay, so let's check on the Euro USD trade to see how that. Yeah, so this is also BTC USD setup that I had. Price reacts to the entry. Yeah, it's still finding its way up. The moment it goes above the entry line, it will be safe to buy. So we hit the entry, we moved up, and we've come back to sweep the entry. Stop loss is still not hit, but if we are to go above, I'm trying to think. This is exactly a similar setup that I took on gold. Martin, are you watching? Martin, if we close above, Martin, Uche, are you watching? Uche, are you at work or?
I'm watching brief. I'm watching, but unable to like communicate so much.
Oh, it's fine. So you are busy at work, right?
Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Um, yeah, this is a similar move that I took from this trade. This gold scalp. If you guys saw that, where is it? The gold scalp that yeah, this one. Okay, you see the last bearish candle, if we engulf that and we stay above that, price will likely move. So look at BTC. You see this last price crashed the support and then gave us a bearish move candle. If it's going to continue to sell, price has to respect the last bearish candle and drop. If we close above it, it's likely we are going to reach out to this place. Or probably maybe if it doesn't stop inside this fair value gap. Okay, so this could be like a liquidity hunt, stop loss hunt move. Okay, so let's see. Should I take advantage of BTC right now? Maybe yes. There's no harm in risking because price is still at my entry. Let me see if I can enter on the smallest lot size right now. But it should be above that bearish candle, that last bearish candle for me to do that. Okay, if it stays above and does not reject or does not drop, then I'll be safe to do that. So I'll let me keep monitoring a little bit and then I can do that. Yeah. So how is it going, guys? Let's see if it will respect that. BTC will respect that on this 30 minutes time. If it does that, we're going to see a move up. And technically, that might mean we might be having something um like a low, lower high, lower low. We need a shift in structure and we need a lower high to form the head and the shoulder. Then we can go up. We need that. So we are not, it's not, the pattern is not formed yet. We need to see this and we need to be above PSR in order for our strategy to be effective. So now we are moving back to go above the PSR, but this move might be the impulsive move that will shift structure. Okay. And then once that happens, we will need a pullback to form the right shoulder, which is where we will now take our real entries for the buy. It's exactly like the same thing that is happening on gold. Okay. So we got our move. We got the impulsive, we got the corrective, we got the right shoulder formed. We are above the precision support resistance now, and we have no reason not to buy from the right shoulder. Okay. So it's good to follow the strategy. If we hit stop loss or we fail, that is perfectly fine than chasing something else which is not within the plan or what we've been learning. Okay, and this confluence is very, very powerful. When your PSR is fitting well into a head and a shoulder pattern, it's really, 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 really powerful for a reversal setup. And sometimes when the reversal fails, okay, when the reversal fails, when the head and shoulder fails, like it becomes an inverted head and a shoulder. For example, Euro USD, where is Euro USD? So this is the Euro USD setup from yesterday. Price, I don't know, Uchenna didn't make a lot of money from this. It pains me a lot, but no problem. But I updated um the second entry when the pullback was happening. I don't know if you guys saw it. If anybody took advantage and entered, I should be sleeping by then. Um, I should have been sleeping by then. Okay, so this was the trade we took. Where is the updated setup that I sent? Okay, this was the updated one. Okay, so I sent it. What did I type on it? I said, we'll still be looking for sell EU down after the pullback. Good. So this is the pullback after the news, our entry, and then the pullback, it tapped into it exactly. Okay, it tapped into it exactly, and exactly as it tapped into it, price displaced, shifting structure again. Okay, now I see no reason why we shouldn't get to the final TP. I see no point. And when we get to the final TP, we will now be looking for we will now look at what is happening and be looking for buys. I see no reason why we shouldn't move to hit our final TP. I see no reason. But you take what the market gives you. So why am I looking for sales on EU in the first place? Why? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. So what I saw on EU is a failed an inverse or a failed head and a shoulder pattern. That's why so from this 4-hour time frame, watch carefully what I'm about to show. From this 4-hour time frame, I can see that around this area here, just this area here, what is happening here, I can see we had a low, a lower high, lower low, and we got neck broken, which means we are moving up. Another neck broken, retested. We go up, break, retest, break, retest, move up. Okay, so you can see we keep breaking and retesting up to this point. Okay, up to the resistance. Okay, now we go up and then we dropped to stay below. What do we need now? We need to form a right shoulder. Okay, so we formed the right shoulder somewhere here. This area should have taken us up. Okay, it should have taken us up. Now, we go up and then we fail. We failed. We came here. This failure is more deep. It's kind of deep. Okay, this failure is deep. Like it's not like a smaller drop. It came deep. And when we went up again, the setup we've taken shows that we are still failing to come down. So if we take this low out, if we take this current low out, let me see if we've already taken it out. Yes. Okay, we hit exactly the same spot and we are seeing a rejection now. So the right shoulder, which is supposed to help us to hold price up or take price up, is failing. Okay, so if it's failing, it means price wants to drop to the head and give us a double head. Okay, price wants to give us a double head. After that, this double head will mean that price wants to sell more. Price wants to sell more. This head and the shoulder pattern is failing. Price wants to sell more. That is if the right shoulder ends up failing, which is failing already. Price will want to drop to the head and give an indication for more sales. Once we get that, we are going to move up to sweep all the liquidity here. We're going to hunt stop losses, stop losses. All those of us who've been selling from this point to down, price is going to move very big to take everybody out into somewhere here. And we should expect this black line, which is the precision support resistance, to hold. Then from there, we might have more sales. Okay, so this is the way that I have realized or seen when we get a failed, what do you call it? Head and a shoulder. Okay, so this is failing right now. Eventually, I expect that this pair Euro EU is going to come somewhere here. So we have how should I put this? Okay, so we have high, lower high, higher high, head. No, this wrong. We have here like this. We break the neckline, retested. We need price to retest here for the right shoulder, something like that. Okay. Price broke out, moved up high, came back to retest, went up high. We need this area to be retested. So price might reach out to this low here, this area here. It's getting a little bit complicated, but I'm just trying to show us one reason why we're looking for sales on EU. The other thing is that we had up to this point we had a high, lower high, higher high, boom, neckline hit, right shoulder, price breaks the right shoulder, retested, drop down to break structure, retest again, dropping down. If we get any move again, we are going to target forming another right shoulder, which will be right somewhere here. That's why I said if we move up again impulsively, we are going to crash all the sellers that are within the range here. Hunt all the stop losses. Okay. But first, we need to see this right shoulder fail first. We need to see it fail. Then we will have the hunt for losses. So this right shoulder needs to be retested again. Okay, needs to be formed again up here. Okay, let me stop this. Yeah, so for now, we should expect EU to keep selling till the right shoulder is fully crashed. Then we'll be looking for buys later. So those of you who are interested in trading that, you can look at it and find entries Okay, so gold is still struggling in that fair value gap for the retest. So let's still keep an eye on it. And then let's see if it might take maybe the whole of today and probably tomorrow for this move to play out. But I think everything is in place for it to play out. It's similar to the move that we caught on 51s from this point. You see, from where the trend line broke, it gave us up to here. It's a similar thing. So I'm only looking for this thing on the chart. When I take any pair, I'm looking to draw my PSR. I'm looking for a head and a shoulder pattern. And I'm waiting for all the requirement to be met, all the things to align. Okay. So if you look at this 51s, we saw a low, a high, lower low. We broke the neck, we broke, retested, we moved up. Okay. So, and where is our PSR? The red line is our PSR. Okay. So we stayed above the PSR. We made the right shoulder, broke it, retested. We are above the red line, which is the PSR. We moved up the counter trend line. We hit it. We broke it. Boom. Price pick off. Okay. So it's the same formula that we are using. Okay. On gold too, the same formula that we are now using to form the gold setup. Okay. So we come from top, we made a low, we pull up, lower low, we break the neck, retest, break, drop, push up, forms right shoulder, okay, breaks the right shoulder, stays above the precision support resistance, goes to hit the counter trend line, drops. We are now breaking the counter trend line. After this retest, if all things are equal, boom, we should have the break to at least this point before price might or should drop down for any other thing. Are you guys getting the concept here? Are you guys getting the concept here? Okay, so that's all we are looking for. That's all we are looking for. Let me go back to BTC and see if BTC USD. Okay. So BTC USD is still struggling to go above that last bearish candle. If we go above it, so BTC USD, okay, so I think BTC USD already played. So let's see, BTC USD came down, made a low, go up, drop down, made a lower low, break the neck, break, retest, indication, okay, stays above the green line, which is the precision support resistance, okay, make a right shoulder, hit, broke it, retest a little bit. From this point, boom, boom, BTC made the move. This is the move that we are trying to catch on gold now, okay? The move that we catch on 51s, the same move we want to catch on gold now. This is the way it's going to play out, okay? But the retest is what we are seeing on BTC right now. So we should expect a new buy, but this buy can fail. Because if this buy is to fail, then it means the right shoulder is failing. Okay. And the moment the right shoulder is now failing, then it's going to look like what the sell we took on what do you call it? Euro USD. Okay, so if this buy on BTC fails, we might have just a minimal pullback up here, maybe 50% of this drop, maybe from top here, we might have this a 50% retracement up here. And as long as price stays below the 50%, we might see more sells. Okay, so we have to be, if this BTC trade picks up, we have to really take profit, at least monitor to take some profit at this place, 50% equilibrium, because it's likely it will drop and fail. If it fails, BTC is going to keep selling, dropping more. Okay, so this is it. This is it. We don't have much time left now. So any questions so far? Any questions so far? We are still in the trade on gold. We are still in the trade on gold, and we are expecting the move to happen now. We are still in the trade on gold now. So currently on the smallest lot size, gold is making us 16.15 right now. So that's the trade I took during the live when we're doing the analysis. So I'm still holding. The moment this retest is done and I find it safe, I might add like 2 more entries above this entry, the current entry now. I might add 2 more entries. Okay, so let me check the 15 minutes and see if the pullback is getting weak, if the sellers are getting weak. Are the sellers getting weak? Is the fair value gap tested? Has price dropped to test the fair value gap? I'm not sure. I don't know. It might come down more. It might not come down more. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. This is the 15 minutes time frame. I don't think anything should prevent gold from going up, from giving us this move. Okay, so BTC